Now, I know this might be hard to believe, but I'm not good at dating in the sense that I hardly ever do it. So, yeah, that's sexy. Welcome back, fam. It's good to have you here. I'm Josue with an accent, and today I will be unearthing one of the biggest secrets of my life, and that is my dating life. So please, by all means, grab a spoon because this is going to be one shallow, shallow grave. I'm bad at jokes, I apologize. So every so often, one of my friends or one of my very Hispanic relatives will ask me, "How's your dating life? ¿Tienes novia?" To which I will always reply the same way. Okay, that's a little exaggerated, but you get the point. Recently, one of my friends just flat out asked me why in response, which honestly is probably reasonable considering what you guys just saw. I replied that I consider myself to be like a fine bottle of olive oil. Extra virgin. Interesting side note, that joke actually got me a job writing comedy for my college, so. Beard toss, yes. Stay in school, kids. But let me just take you into one of the only times I have dipped my toe into the cold ocean that is dating. A time that sent me skittering back across the sands of time, back to warm sandy beaches, to my warm beach towel that is my bed. So long story short, here's my dating story. I'm gonna just say right now, and I'm gonna be changing a few of the details of the story just to protect all those involved, including myself. So, let's roll. So, I met this girl, just like all great dating stories start. So I met this girl a couple of months back, and I thought, oh, she's really cute, she's cute. And like maybe we should like get to know each other and whatnot. So we started talking, and in like the first 5 minutes of conversation, she just flat out tells me, "Oh, you're really cute." And I'm like, "Thank you, I actually really appreciate that because I don't really hear that often, Let's just say I get more compliments about my personality than anything else." I'm good. So where was I? So, I'm kind of taken aback by this. I feel a little blush creeping on me. Stop. But she was not done. Up until now, she was doing great, like 10 points, 2 thumbs up. Siskel and Ebert says yes. No. She finishes, "Oh, you're really cute," with, "You look like my cousin." And I thought, dang, I just got hardcore friend zoned. But then she kept on saying it throughout the rest of the conversation, like, "Oh, you're so handsome, you look like my cousin, blah, blah, blah." I was just like, that's kind of weird, Like, can you kind of stop saying that? Because, like, I don't need the mental picture that you're thinking of your cousin when you look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody needs that. But she kind of keeps on going with it, and she kind of ends up making it very clear that it's not like I have a passing resemblance to her cousin. It's that I look exactly like her cousin. But even then, I was not ready for what she was going to say next. This girl just flat out says, y'all ain't ready. This girl flat out says, "Oh, you're so handsome. You look like my cousin. Me and my cousin used to mess around." Like, what the actual poop? let me just stop and talk about this with you. I know we live in a very diverse nation with all sorts of people. Our population is a veritable rainbow. But let me just take a moment to speak to the gross ones among us. So, Zendaya, this is not for you, okay? I love you. Call me, please. I appreciate it. Okay, so back to the gross ones among us. If you ever did something like this, for whatever reason, I'm like, we're not judging. I mean, we're judging. We're judging. I'm sorry. But if for whatever reason you did something like this secret dies with you. Like, your tombstone should read your name and the secret that no one knows. I think I speak for the whole world when I say that no one ever wants to hear about that, let alone the person that you went on a first date with, or you were just talking to. Wasn't that serious, but it's fine. And then Little Miss Sunshine follows it up with, "Oh, you know how it is." Like, no sis, I don't, okay? Like, I realize that I grew up in a religiously conservative environment, and so I missed out on a lot of stuff growing up. But I do feel there's a difference between, like, Nickelodeon and, like, incest. You feel me? So then the little lady decides that the information she has shared has not blown my mind enough. So she keeps running her mouth like it's going on diesel and tells me that her great aunt messed around with her mom and her uncle messed around with her brother. So what you're telling me is that it's a family thing, and I should be very concerned about getting involved. Now, I would just like to be clear that sexual abuse is a very serious thing, and if you have ever experienced that, please, by all means, get help. But I don't know how much of this was sexual abuse, because the way this girl was talking, it was more like, what's the word? Bragging. Like she was trying to be relatable, which is a whole nother video coming out. And then she tried to imply that it was like a Puerto Rican thing, because she was Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican, by the way. So she tried to imply it was like a Puerto Rican thing, and I'm like, no, honey, that's not a Puerto Rican thing. That's a you and your nasty family thing. Like, ew. And again, please realize that this was in like the first 30 minutes of conversation with this girl. So, a couple of days later, after I have healed somewhat, and after I have gone to therapy and like a doctor and like Oprah, so I finally end up texting her and telling her that I just wasn't ready for a relationship with her. Didn't tell her that last part, but I kind of described it as like a me problem, like, oh, it's not you, it's me. I would just like to say, sweet child, if you're watching this, it was you. Yeah, it was you. Sorry, I just gotta be honest. Honestly, I have so many questions from this incident, but my number one is, has this ever worked for her before? Like, was there ever some guy she pulled this with and he's like, oh, I'm into that, you know? Like, she needs to go to Alabama for that. Ooh, I'm sorry. I did not mean... Please subscribe to me, Alabama. So yeah, that's my crazy date story. Honestly, can y'all like go down to the comments below and tell me your craziest date stories? Because I kind of feel like I'm alone in all this. I'll reply to your comments too. I'm a little frustrated, honestly, because I have friends that they've been dating for like pretty much since they've hit puberty, and their most interesting dating story is like, oh, we just mutually agreed that we weren't like right for each other, and so we went our separate ways. Like, why can't that just be me? You know, like I'm just trying. Honestly, like sometimes I pray, and I try not to be this way, but sometimes I pray and I'm like, you know, I thought we were friends. Like, what's going on? Like, I feel like somebody fell asleep at the switchboard up there, you know? Y'all pray for me, honestly. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, look who made it. Say hi. Say hi. Jerk. Just water and go. I'm gonna go clean that up now. Hey guys, if you like this video, make sure to like and comment below with your crazy date story because your boy needs some moral support. Thanks for watching and make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can be notified about all that's going on in my crazy life.